Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast. Today, we're zeroing in on a question I think many of you might be asking yourselves. Is Richtech Robotics a good time to buy right now? We pulled together insights from, well, all over recent market speculation, detailed financial analysis, upcoming catalysts. The idea is to give you the clearest picture possible, cutting through all the noise. As we unpack all of this, if you find our discussion helpful, please do hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave us a comment below. And hey, if there's another company you'd like us to examine, just let us know in the comments. Okay, let's jump right in with what's been dominating the headlines. Richtech Robotics. It's seen some absolutely dramatic stock movements recently. What's been fueling this sudden surge?
Yeah, it's really fascinating, actually. The recent spike in Richtech Robotics share price, it seems to be driven overwhelmingly by technical momentum and investor sentiment. There hasn't really been any major fundamental news released by the company itself.
No big announcements or anything?
Yeah. No. I mean, look at September 2025 alone. We saw an 18.42% stock surge on the 15th. That capped a three-day rally of over 36%. It pushed the shares to a 13-month high.
Wow, 36% in 3 days.
Exactly. And this wasn't tied to, a groundbreaking product or a huge new contract. It was largely attributed to what we call technical buying and momentum traders just jumping on that rising trend.
So it sounds like it's less about the company's core business performance and more about the swirling dynamics of the market itself. Kind of a self-fulfilling thing where buying pushes prices higher.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, exactly. For instance, September 12th, shares trended up nearly 5%. That seemed to be just on heightened investor enthusiasm following some, unconfirmed reports about new tech collaborations. Details were really limited.
But the stock moved anyway.
It did. And if you look back at August, we saw significant volatility after a period where it was kind of consolidating. There was increased speculation about institutional rebalancing, maybe additions to robotics-focused funds, whispers and positioning driving the price.
Right, not concrete news.
Not really. And July was even quieter on the news front for Richtech Robotics. Most price moves then were just tracking technical chart patterns. Some trading desks even noted a gradual increase in retail participation, maybe hoping for good Q3 numbers or just a general recovery in the robotics sector. The market was definitely reacting more to potential than proven results.
Okay, it certainly sounds like a lot of market excitement, maybe speculation, but not a whole lot of tangible substance underpinning these recent big moves. So that brings us right to the core, right?
Yeah.
The financials. What do the latest revenue and earnings figures actually tell us about Richtech Robotics health?
Yeah, this is where we peel back the layers, and it's a crucial question. How is the actual business doing? And honestly, the numbers paint a pretty stark picture.
Oh, how so?
Well, in 2024, Richtech Robotics reported revenue of just $4.24 million.
Okay.
That was a steep drop, a painful one. 51.6% down from 2023's $8.76 million.
Over 50% decrease.
Yes. And it gets more alarming. Net losses widened dramatically to minus $8.14 million. That's a staggering 2,301% increase in loss from the prior year.
Wait, 2,300%? That's huge.
It is. This isn't just a wider loss. It's an alarming acceleration in how much cash they're burning through. It signals that their path to profitability isn't just distant, it seems to be. Rapidly deteriorating. That's a significant red flag. The trailing 12-month EPS earnings per share is currently negative 0.15 cents.
Negative 15 cents.
Right. And for the most recent quarter, revenue was $1.18 million, and the net loss per share was negative 4 cents, which did match analyst expectations, but still a loss.
So expectations were already for a loss. It's not just decreasing revenue, but this dramatically widening gap in losses. What's the outlook for the next quarter, and what does this whole financial picture mean for valuing the company?
Well, the estimates aren't much better. Next quarter's revenue is estimated at about $1.35 million, and the EPS estimate is also negative 4 cents. So both the recent results and the forward estimates signal continued heavy losses. There's very little sign of top-line acceleration on the horizon.
And the valuation part.
Because of these persistent negative earnings, you just can't determine a positive price-to-earnings ratio or a forward PE. It fundamentally means the company isn't making profits, so traditional earnings-based valuation methods just don't apply here. It highlights its early speculative nature.
Right.
If you connect this to the bigger picture, it really suggests a company deep in that early cash-burning phase. That's not totally uncommon for automation startups, but
the scale of the burn is worrying.
Exactly. Public summaries have explicitly mentioned significant cash burn coupled with tiny sales numbers. That clearly implies negative operating cash flow and an ongoing reliance on needing more equity or debt financing just to keep operating.
Okay, so they need more cash, basically. Given these foundational challenges, how does Richtech Robotics stack up against its competitors? It's a hot sector, service industry automation.
It is a hot sector, definitely. Richtech focuses on robots for restaurants, hotels, hospitals, logistics, areas where there's potential. And it is a fast-growing segment driven by things like labor shortages and more companies adopting robotics and AI.
Guard.
But when you look at scale and revenue, Richtech Robotics is really just a minnow among whales in this space. It competes with established players like iRobot. Even GoPro is sometimes mentioned, though maybe less direct.
Okay, like iRobot, the Roomba people.
Right, and think about their scale. iRobot pulled in $1.2 billion in revenue in fiscal 2023.
1.2 billion versus 4 million.
Exactly. Richtech's $4.24 million. It's a completely different order of magnitude. And that's not just a revenue gap. It means huge differences in R&D budgets, manufacturing power, marketing reach, market penetration.
So a really tough fight to gain ground.
An incredibly uphill battle, yes. Competing, innovating, capturing significant market share against such well-capitalized incumbents is daunting. Now, they do have initiatives, joint ventures in Asia, including a reported $4 million sales deal, partnerships for next-gen robotics announced mid-2025. That shows ambition. But the full integration, the actual results from these, they're still largely unproven.
That's potential, but high risk.
Very high execution risk. It's an early stage niche player, high growth potential maybe, but equally high risk and a tough competitive landscape, like comparing a promising science fair project to a major research lab, you know?
That's a great analogy, really puts it in perspective. Okay, so the financials are challenging, the competition is fierce. Let's pivot to the technical side again. What are the charts and indicators telling us about the stock's very recent, very volatile behavior?
Technically speaking, the price right now is hovering around $3.85, and as you said, incredibly volatile. The recent intraday range has often been between, say, $3.20 and $3.49. But look at the 52-week range, 52 cents all the way up to $5.20.
Huge range.
Huge. And you have to remember, the all-time high was way up at $12.29 back in January 2024, and the all-time low was just $1.30 in August 2024. That kind of swing is breathtaking.
Definitely not for the faint of heart.
Not at all. In the very short term, the stock's up, 51% over the past week, 72% over the past month. That just screams high volatility and intense speculative interest.
It's an impressive rally, almost dizzying in such a short time. What about key technical levels? Where might it find support if it pulls back, or resistance if it keeps going?
Near-term support seems to be forming in that $3 and something to $3.50 range. That could be a floor if momentum fades. Resistance, on the other hand, looks to be around $4 up to maybe $5.20, which is right near its 52-week high zone.
Yeah.
But these are approximate, right? They really depend on trading volume staying strong. And the stock shows extremely high volatility.
Yeah.
It has a beta of 2.04 against the market.
Beta over 2. So it moves more than twice as much as the overall market, on average.
Exactly. High stakes, high potential reward, but definitely high risk. And while the short-term price action is sharply bullish, you have to remember the longer-term trend is still clearly down from that early 2024 high.
Right.
The recent price action means it's trading above its short-term moving averages, which is technically a bullish signal. But
it might be overdone.
It strongly suggests that overbought conditions might be present. It could be due for a correction or a pullback.
So technically a strong but potentially fragile short-term run.
Yeah.
What about the pros? Analysts, insiders, what's the sentiment there? Are they buying into this rally?
Well, it's a mixed bag, really. On the plus side, the company's inclusion in the Russell 2000 and 3000 indices is positive. That means more index funds have to buy it, which provides liquidity and exposure.
Okay, that makes sense.
But analyst sentiment is contradictory, almost paradoxical, actually. There's one analyst who rates Richtech Robotics a strong buy.
Strong buy.
Yeah, but with a price target of $3.50.
Wait, the target is $3.50,
Yeah.
but the stock is trading above that now, around $3.85.
Precisely. The target is about 9% below the current market level. It fundamentally undermines the strong buy rating, doesn't it? Or at least raises serious questions.
Yeah, that doesn't quite add up.
Conversely, we saw financial commentary from an independent source that was much, much less optimistic. They called the results uninspiring, pointed to the persistent cash burn, the tiny sales. They described the current valuation as significantly overvalued and flat-out recommended selling.
So complete opposites. Strong buy below the current price and a sell recommendation.
Exactly. And on the insider front, We haven't seen any clear SEC Form 4 filings indicating significant insider buying or selling. That usually signals confidence or lack thereof from management.
Nothing there either way.
Nope. And social media, platforms like StockTwits, lots of activity, lots of retail and speculative attention, but no clear consensus. It's just a mix of bullish and bearish chatter.
Okay, that contradictory analyst view is really something. Looking ahead then, what specific events could potentially move the needle for Richtech Robotics in the next few months, for better or worse?
There are definitely several catalysts coming up that investors should watch closely. Short term, the 2025 annual meeting of stockholders is set for September 29th. That could bring news on strategy, leadership, maybe new initiatives.
Okay, end of September.
Then the estimated Q3 earnings release is around October 15th. That's huge. It'll likely define the near-term stock momentum, giving us the next set of concrete numbers.
Mid-October for earnings. Got it.
There's also a major U.S. ETF and index rebalancing around October 21st. That could drive more volatility or bring in new investors through passive funds.
Interesting.
Other things on the calendar include a holiday pre-order and robotics retail update around November 12th that could give insight into actual customer adoption. And the institutional holdings reporting deadline is November 24th.
So a busy fall.
Definitely. And beyond those confirmed dates, there's always ongoing market speculation. Whispers about a large-scale retail partnership, maybe a new AI-driven product launch, further international expansion, especially in Asia-Pacific. Longer-term catalysts, if they materialize, would be the successful execution of that Asian market entry and rolling out their next-generation robots effectively.
Lots potentially on the horizon then. But we also talked about risk. With high growth potential often comes significant risk. What are the key risks listeners really need to be aware of here?
Absolutely crucial consideration. From a stock-specific view, the extremely low and, importantly, declining revenues combined with those high fixed development costs, it just means the business model and their whole commercialization strategy remain largely unproven.
Still needs to show it can work at scale.
Exactly. And the high cash burn rates imply potential liquidity issues and significantly dilution risks. They may very well need to raise more money by issuing more stock or taking on debt, which impacts existing shareholders.
Right, owning a smaller piece of the pie.
Precisely. And as an early-stage company, there's also a real risk of customer concentration. What if those initial pilot projects or single large orders don't repeat? They need a sustainable, scalable revenue stream.
Makes sense. What about broader market or sector risks?
Those are significant too. We're in a period of macro uncertainty, right? High interest rates may be slowing consumer demand. That could easily constrain spending on robotics, both B2B and consumer.
Yeah, companies might delay big investments.
They might. And the company also faces the risk of just being outpaced technical disruption from those much larger, well-capitalized competitors who can simply outspend and out-innovate them. And finally, just structurally, as a thinly traded small-cap stock, it's inherently prone to sharp swings and extreme volatility. That makes it a particularly risky proposition for many investors.
Okay, so we've covered the recent buzz, the shaky financials, the technical picture, what's coming up, and those considerable risks. Let's try and bring it all together. What's your overall assessment of Richtech Robotics right now, based on everything we've discussed?
Okay, pulling it all together. Based purely on the sources we've looked at today, my overall rating for Richtech Robotics would be a 3 out of 10.
A 3 out of 10, that's pretty low. What's the core rationale behind that stark assessment, especially with all the market hype?
Well, let's be balanced. On the positive side, it does have that robust price momentum right now and high speculative appeal. That attracts certain traders. And its recent index inclusion does provide some liquidity and exposure that's a structural plus. The potential for Asia expansion is also noteworthy. It shows a possible path for future growth if executed well.
Okay, some positives, but the cons.
The cons are substantial, and frankly, they just seem to outweigh the positives right now. We're looking at shrinking revenues, surging losses that are actually accelerating, persistently negative cash flow, and crucially, no clear profitability or turnaround path seems visible right now.
Fundamental weakness.
Deep fundamental weakness. There's substantial risks from ongoing dilution as they likely need more cash, and just poor financial health overall. And then there's that contradictory analyst sentiment, the strong buy, with a price target below the current market price, versus the independent negative commentary recommending selling. That just adds a significant layer of uncertainty and confusion. It's not just a tough picture, it feels genuinely precarious. From my perspective, it's hard to see how the current speculative interest alone could force a fundamental shift or attract the capital noted without a huge and currently unseen improvement in the actual business execution.
Okay, so what does this all mean for different types of investors who might be looking at this stock?
For short-term trading,
Hmm.
maybe. But only for experienced traders who are genuinely comfortable with extremely high risk. Given the recent massive run-up and the inherent volatility, this is not for the faint of heart or the inexperienced.
Definitely high-risk trading.
Extremely high risk. For long-term investment, however, based on the current fundamentals, the very high execution risk, and the poor financial health, it's simply not attractive right now. It's absolutely critical, I think, for investors to distinguish between market excitement, the buzz, and the underlying tangible business value. They seem very disconnected here.
What a comprehensive and, yeah, at times sobering look at Richtech Robotics. It was really clear that while the market is showing a lot of interest, a lot of excitement, the underlying fundamentals paint a much, much more challenging picture.
Indeed. And I think this raises an important question for all investors, really, not just with this stock. How much weight should you give to market momentum and speculative buzz versus the foundational strength and financial health of the company? Is the general excitement around themes like robotics and AI enough on its own to overcome such significant financial hurdles? Or are we maybe witnessing a classic case of market enthusiasm just running far ahead of the actual reality?
That's a powerful thought to consider as you do your own research. Thank you for walking us through all this with such clarity and insight. And thank you, our listener, for joining us on Investing Talk Podcast. We hope this examination of Richtech Robotics has given you valuable insights for your own investment journey. Remember, the information presented here is for research and educational purposes only. It is not investment advice. Please, if you enjoyed this discussion, hit subscribe, give us a like, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. Or let us know if there are any companies you'd like us to look into next time. We'll catch you then.